This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 68 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The numbers for Jones last week: 15 carries, 57 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
A give to Jones. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now some movement
Green,
before
39.
the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hold in here, Caldwell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set. Green, 39.
On second down, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Set. Blue landing.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass.
Lucky 56. Gone.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. He's going to get it running right. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So we've hit halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Detroit!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Hey. 4 down. Gun!
they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Green, 39!
They'll run with Foreman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll look to throw. Landry brushes him off. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Gone!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Sharp's got it, left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run with Breda, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Lutz now to kick this one away. Here's Landry. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Everyone's got four down. Quick. Watch the whip. Leopard!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, check 24. No. Check. Patriot!
Looking to throw. Steps away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Under 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And his throw here is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got his man. It's Caldwell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carlson. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Fighting to stay upright. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incomplete.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
No. Check. Patriot.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps, fortunately,